The two men who fell short in the UFC 280 championship matchups were both finished in the second round by their respective opponents on Saturday in Abu Dhabi. Of course, in the main event of the card, Charles Oliveira, unable to reclaim the vacant lightweight title against Islam Makhachev, succumbs to a second round submission in a fight where he really struggled to get the flow and the offense off that we have seen out of Oliveira on his previously incredible 11-fight winning streak. This was not his night. He said so himself after the fact. Makhachev, the better man in his opinion, but it seems Oliveira motivated as ever to come back and try to reclaim that belt once more. And I think he is, of course, at the very, very top of this stacked lightweight division, and he is a force to be reckoned with. I would not be surprised to see him fighting for the belt once more, potentially regaining it if he's able to fix the holes in his game that led to this loss and able to put on a better performance. But question is, how does he get back there? To me, with Makhachev going for a first title defense against featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, it pretty clearly has to be another winner on this card in Beneil Dariush. Dariush, an 8-fight winning streak in this division. He is probably worthy of a title shot in his own right, but it could be a long wait for him. So I think he is going to want to keep active and continue fighting. And he has been scheduled to fight Oliveira before. That's a fight he's wanted pretty badly. It's failed to materialize, but I think now is the right time for it. You do it on that UFC 283 card in Brazil in January, and it seems like a great fit. If Oliveira is able to end Dariush's winning streak, that puts him right back in position to fight for that belt again. And of course, if Dariush is able to put his run at 9 consecutive fights, no denying him the title opportunity at that point. As far as the co-main event, T.J. Dillashaw, another fighter who fails to reclaim a UFC title, and it could not have been a worse situation for him. It seems like Dillashaw came into this fight with a pretty bad shoulder injury. It dislocates very early in this fight, and he's able to fight through it for a little bit, but Sterling just dominates him, continues to put on it, and really Dillashaw did not have much in the way of offense in this fight, and he ultimately gets stopped with strikes in that second frame. For him, it's really hard to predict what the future is. If he is telling the truth and saying that his shoulder popped out up to 20 times during this training camp, the same shoulder that he had got surgically repaired during his 2-year USADA suspension, that is a lot of red flags for him, and I just wonder what he's going to be able to do. He hinted that if he decided to not take this fight and get the shoulder taken care of, it could have meant up to a year off. So is he going to have to take that year off now? Is another surgery going to be required? Just a lot of lingering questions around Dillashaw at this point. So how can we say who he should fight, when he should fight? It seems like by the time he comes back, the landscape of this ever-changing and stacked bantamweight division, I think he is still one of the best bantamweights out there. Of course, it's just a matter, can he keep healthy? Can he get it all together in order to continue competing on the aftermath of this loss?